Welcome back already to more WPC Dota 2 action. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we have got ourselves a two-game series between Orange Esports and DK. The Dota Kings looking to, well, I was about to say continue their run in WPC. They haven't had much of a run, though. These guys have actually not been doing too well in WPC. They've done well enough to remain in the top 4 or 5, but they're in serious risk of dropping out of that top 6 who make it through the playoffs. And even if they do make it through the playoffs, they're looking like they won't be in a good position. The top 3 teams go into the kind of the top half of the bracket. The bottom 3 teams of those top 6 go into the lower half of the bracket. So in theory, they're going to have a much tougher matchups come playoffs time. But I think for DK, you put them in the playoff scenario, they don't really care who they're versing. They can be going up against Vici Gaming, IG in the first round, Newbie, whoever it may be. Even like as far as the Western teams go, I think it was Cloud9 who got the first spot there. So even they're going to be in someone like Cloud9. I think DK will be saying, we want some revenge. We want to be taking on Cloud9 and getting some revenge for that MLG Columbus loss. But yeah, we're going to get ourselves in the game. It's our first game of the week. Slash was going to be joining me, but they started early. He did not make it into the lobby. Unfortunately, I don't think the admins will be remaking for an English co-caster of mine. I'd love it if they would, but to stay in Dota TV, I do need to be here in game number 1. So I think Slash may miss out on game 1, which kind of sucks. Sucks for me, sucks for you guys on the viewers, but they started early. The game was not scheduled to start for another like 3 minutes time. So yeah, this is sucks. So Slash, if you're out there, well, I'm talking to you now on Skype, but I'm hopping into game 2. Like, please, I'd love to have you co-cast with me. But right now, for the viewers who bought the Dota TV ticket, unfortunately, we do, yeah, we do need to actually stay in the game here, because some of those you out there have supported WPC buying the Dota TV ticket. It is an option there. The Perfect World audio never perfect. I do hope it's been improving over time on the Perfect World servers, but hopefully it's passable for you guys who have bought the WPC ticket. But for those of you on the Beyond the Summit stream, that's the place to be if you want to support us. That's where we make our big dirty esports dollars. What little dirty esports dollars we make. We don't get a whole lot from W, but we love casting our Chinese Dota, so we don't mind. Even if all we get is you guys on Twitch. I say that as if it's not enough. That's more than we need here on Beyond the Summit. But guys, it's game 1 of a 2-game series. I'll try and make sure that Slash can join me for game number 2. But right now, game number 1, the draft underway. DK gave away a first pick center, and then DK immediately pick up the Wisp. They're going into that dire side Wisp. And that's something they've executed so well. They really love. It started off back in like MLG Columbus, where they're doing that Wisp gyrocopter, where they were stacking multiple neutral camps at the same time, and just getting really greedy with their farm. And you combine that with a Sand King, who can get a really fast Blink Dagger from the stacks. You don't even have to give it to your carry hero necessarily. So I like the Wisp pick for DK. It's something they just play so damn bloody well. I mean, it's really just one of their MMY's best heroes. So I'm not at all surprised to see them going for the Wisp here. The Sand King, I think, good in his own rights as well. They make sure they get some good long-range initiator. Kind of feels a similar role to the Centaur, although he's a support hero, not an offlaner. But we'll see what they go forward with the draft here. I imagine Orange Esports will be banning out the Tiny. Haven't seen it banned just yet, but when you've got a Wisp on the other team, the Tiny is pretty much a no-brainer. There's still plenty of other options. I don't think DK picked. They could have gotten Wisp Tiny first 2 picks, but they basically picked the Sand King because they want to make sure they have that more strong, stable, versatile teamfight lineup. And they basically say, hey, look, you ban out the Tiny, we'll take the Gyro, we'll take the Luna, we'll take whatever it may be. And with Sand King as a support duo can even be using Relocate themselves. Like, it's something I think LGD International were the first to kind of, I don't know about pioneer, but the first to kind of show back in the LGD Int days with Pycat, Misery, it was Misery and 1437. They did a Wisp Sand King dual support, and it was relocating Sand King into fights. It wasn't using a Wisp plus carry tether combo. It was always just the Wisp plus support hero. So it is something that's still fairly viable. As we will see what they look to get as they carry. I don't think they care too much. They may pick up the Gyro or Luna, whatever it may be now. Luna probably one of the more commonly picked current carries. But yeah, there's plenty of other options. We've seen them even run one game of Wisp Ricky. Like, a burning Ricky is something you don't get to see every day, but there was one game not too long ago where we did get a Ricky pick. So we'll see exactly what they have in mind. If they're going for something with the Ricky, I think they can just pick it 5th. There's no rush to get such a niche little pick as that. But Ice, they're ready to go. OD picked up. So there's your Mushi OD. This is, to me, he's got one of the best ODs out there. Like, maybe put him up there with, like, Artesian Mushi, I'd say 1 and 2. Not even sure which order you'd put him in there, but Mushi plays a fantastic OD, and it's something pretty annoying to deal with. I like it. I think the hero with a lot of damage output, so Not the best pushing. Like, you're going to be pushing into a Treant Protector who can just constantly heal up towers. If DK want to take towers, currently they've not got a lineup to do it. And that's something which they may look at with this 4th and 5th pick of theirs. There's no Prophet available to help push down towers. Not many good pushing offlaners, so maybe they look to get a carry that can help them push, which is more likely going to be something like the Luna. Ooh, the Orange immediately respond with the Razor. So they want the 1v1 Razor versus OD matchup. We'll see if DK give it to them, if they try and switch up the lanes, put OD safe lane, for example. Run a different hero in the mid lane against Razor, although no heroes really do well against Razor by any means, so... let me just make sure. Gotta let Such know. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm just going to... I'm bad at typing while talking. Like, as soon as I start typing to someone, if it's like a decent-sized message, I stop talking for whatever reason. I'm like, oh wait, I'm on stream. I gotta keep talking, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. But DK, we'll see what their 4th pick is going to be. It's going to be... Ooh. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm not meant to spoil picks. Whoops. Whoopsie. Let's cover that up. There we go. I've got my blank screen covering up my Dota 2. I've got just what you guys see, which is the Chinese WPC stream, which looks awfully lot like a certain European tournament stream at times. But looks like we are going to be seeing DK. Their pick up next. Yeah, there's their 4th pick. So their pick's coming up next now. So it will be the Razor versus OD possible matchup here, with that, depending on how the lane switch ups and matchups go. And this is a Razor with Treant living armor. So to make OD's life even more miserable, you throw in the Treant armor. So I think DK may even be highly considering putting the OD safe lane. But for now, thinking things through, who's actually in the drafting state? I'll quickly pop back in just to see who's actually drafting this one, and it's Lamb drafting. So Lamb's in the drafting. DK seemed to switch it around between Lamb, Burning, and Mushi as their 3 main drafters. Like Ice and MMY less so, but even Ice, like, you go back to the Zenith days, he was drafting quite a bit for his team. So definitely a lot of capable drafters on this one team. We've seen Burning doing... I think Burning's been doing more of the read. Last time I saw DK play in WPC, it was Burning drafting, but this time around it's Lamb. He goes into the Burning Lifestealer, so... gosh, I mean, you're kind of like drafting into the Razor pick. Another hero that Static Link is really good against, but I think they just want the kind of like burst damage / initiation. Like, Lifesteal is such a reliable carry that even against the Static Link, if you can just blow up the Razor. So I think DK may focus a lot on shutting down Razor early, because if Razor gets taking and dribble in these fights, he's going to be tough to deal with. Not something that DK will be too happy about. But that's also where, like, Razor's going to have to go BKB, because sure, you can try and shut down, like, some of the carries. You can only... Another thing is, you can only Static Link one of the two. It's either the OD or the Lifesteal. You want to be aiming for the Lifesteal in the team fights. OD, the Static Link is more for the laning stage, but we'll see how things pan out here. And the thing is, Razor needs a BKB, because you can drain the Lifesteal's mana, but then there's the Sanking Epicenter, the OD, Hammer Droppage. There's plenty of damage to actually kill a Razor in a fight if he does not have BKB. But BKB, it's the answer to deal with ODs in general. You always want to be going BKB heroes. So I think Orange, even their other kind of carry hero, is going to be some kind of a BKB carry. Something along the lines of a Luna. We see them run quite a bit of Slark as well. I think Slark, not a bad pick here by any means. Maybe they want to get their secondary support first, but I like the Slark pick. We saw Shox play an amazing Slark yesterday for Orange Esports, so it's something possible, and I think it's something... I mean, they completely destroyed IG in that one game using his Slark, but for now they get the Dazzle, so... God, cheesy kind of 5-man-ish. Like, this is such a Rocks Kiss draft. The Treant, the Dazzle. You have like a Centaur Razor, 2 tanky, hard to deal with core heroes. Luna gets banned out last by DK. That's, I think, a good ban to be taking out. This is where maybe you go towards those niche carries like the Slark. Luna offers a lot more damage output, which is something Orange are kind of missing. Neither of their supports deals too much damage here. For Orange, they ban out the Darkseer, so take out one of Ice's heroes, and I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to be doing here. Something I know Slash mentioned yesterday in the cast was that Sand King's not a bad offlaner. Generally played as support by almost all teams, but every now and then you can see Sand King go offlane, so I think it's not a bad option. If they want to try Ice on that offlane Sand King, they can pick up another support with some even more damage output to go with the Wisp, but I think more likely we'd see the standard Sand King support. As it will be an Undying. Oh, is this an Ice Undying, or what are we looking at here? Possible offensive trial lane if you want to leave the Lifestealer 1v1 against the Centaur. or we look towards the Undying support and the Sand King offlane. I mean, I mentioned it. Sand King can offlane. If you want to do that, is a definite possibility. As Undying is most commonly played as a 4-position hero. It seems the Chinese stream and the casters there seem to think it's an offensive tri-laner with the lifestealer against the Centaur. It's one of those things. This is like your standard, like what's maybe going through their heads as far as matchups go. But then as soon as the team start thinking about that, you'll have Orange saying, we don't really want Centaur 1 against lifestealer. You'll have DK saying, we don't really want OD versus Razor. So these lanes may be swapped around quite a bit. We may see like a Wisp dual lane mid. We may see all kinds of crazy stuff coming out just because there's matchups that certain teams want to avoid. Like DK want to avoid the OD going up against Razor. Orange want to avoid the Centaur going up against the lifestealer. As far as the tri-lane versus tri-lane is concerned, I think Weaver, pretty good elusive hero to be picking here. It's a bit better at fighting early compared to the Slark. Slark's level 1 pounce, pretty high cooldown. Not the most reliable as well. And, well, the problem is they've also got, look at the lockdown. Centaur is like the entirety of the Orange Esports disable, apart from the Overgrowth, which comes into play a lot later on. But as far as the tri-lane goes, there's no lockdown. You've got a Dazzle, Treant, Weaver tri-lane. So having no stuns in your tri-lanes is often a bit of a worry, but yeah, we'll see how it works out. We'll see what the plan is going to be. What did Ice? Is this going to be him on Undying? Yeah, you betcha it is. Let's hop ourselves in game. Nice Ice racing down towards the bottom lane. Boots first to him with the Observer Ward. He's going to be looking to plop an Observer somewhere. And we'll see if Orange Esports can get down there in time to scout out where he puts this ward and try and get the early D-Ward off. Have they got the D-Ward? No, we're looking at Dazzle. No sentries up just yet, so maybe they don't get the D-Ward. They will. Oh, no, he goes for this spot. So the Boots first. You get here. You put the ward down before you get spotted. This is actually really important for scouting out Orange's lanes. DK will know what the lanes are and can adjust accordingly. And it looks like they're sending Mushi mid. They say, look, OD versus Race is not the best, but not like you can send Lifestealer there. So they're going to put Mushi mid on the OD. He's been pulled 2 tangos. Has the Boots first to help get him out of the static lane. Similar build for Razor. Boots first, couple tangos south. Let me get some in-game sounds for you guys. There we go. And so we'll introduce our 2 teams here. We're going to have a bit of a clash near the top river. They're just trying to make sure they can... Oh, they really want to push Winter out of this lane, but they see he's got boots. If he doesn't have boots, maybe they try and go for that kill, but Centaur does go for the boots for himself as well, so... Yeah, no possible kills. Normal sound. Winter wants to scout up the rune even if he doesn't get it. Sand King's on the high ground here, so Winter, if he goes in for this one, could be in for a bit of a surprise as Sand King will go down. So Winter will see him momentarily. The invis room will be picked up by Sand King, I imagine. Winter, man, you're not getting this.
Invisibility.
Alright, not bad, not bad. We'll introduce our 2 teams. On the Radiant side, it's going to be Orange Esports. Currently 2 wins, 4 losses in the WPC. Doesn't sound too fantastic. They haven't been amazing, but they've been solid. They've been a lot better than I expected, and I think they've done alright so far, even with the 2-0 loss earlier today to DT Club. They're going to have Ysera playing the solo mid Razor, the 17-year-old young gun in the mid lane. We've got Winter on the off lane, Centaur. Tri-lane's going to be Shocks on the Weaver, Insidious on the Treant Protector, and Dazzle being played by Sharky. No Disable Seal with Ice on the Undying. Meanwhile, mid lane, they've gone in for a kill on Ysera. What's he done? Treant Living Armor may not save his life. There's a banish. There's going to be another stun in a second coming out from the Sand King. Not even going to be needed. They get first blood. They saw the invis picked up by Lamb. He just played way too greedy there. Went on Mushi with the static link, and then in comes Lamb and MMY. They get the early kill with the tether in as well. Meanwhile, Winter's just getting destroyed by the right-click harass from Burning. The early open wounds, and he just starts trading hits, uses the open wounds, gets the life leads coming in, and here comes the Sand King from behind. With a tether, he may get this. Winter needs to be careful. The tether movement speed, they're not going to go for the kill, though. Ooh, close, close, close. Winter really cutting it fine there, but now that the action's died down, we'll introduce our dire side. Getting first blood, it's DK Dota. The Dota King's going to be putting Burning onto the Lifestealer. MMY playing what I would say is almost like his signature hero for Dota 2, the Wisp. You go back to the Dota 1 days, you look at his Storm Spirit and other heroes, but for Dota 2, he's been a support player, and he's been one of the best Wisps out there. We've got Sand King being played by Lamb as the support role. Mushi on the solo mid OD, and finally in the offlane, Ice Undying. Already hitting level 2. He's getting a decent amount out of this offlane, and this is because they have no stuns. They have no way of pushing him out of this lane, really. They can harass him here and there, but they can't actually kill him if he ever overextends too easily. Leech Seed is the one thing that they have going for them, but Treant got Living Armor level 1, and I think he held on to the point. Normally you want to go Leech Seed level 1 unless there's like a gank attempt like we saw. I think he only got the Living Armor to try and save Razor's life. So, Mushi, Static Link gonna... Yeah, it's annoying. Sand King comes in again. There's a Wisp Tether. Ysera's on the run. Lamb is 409. Razor's 358. They want to go for this kill. They're chasing. They'll get this Burrow Strike. Treant's going to show up as well. Ysera going to get the living armor burned off him. There's a leech seed now. Treant hits level 2. That's important. That will save Ysera's life. Lamb actually ends up going down himself. MMY now in trouble. The big right click's coming out. The Astral from Mushi will help try and cover MMY's ass here. As MMY does get back to safety, but it's a 1-for-1 kill trade now. Over a couple of minutes. Not a 1-for-1 kill trade in that fight. Importantly, Treant was level 2. I didn't realize if he hadn't hit level 2 there, that does not get turned around. Leech Seed's such a strong level 1 spell. Not to mention Treant with 80 plus base damage. So you combine a slow that lasts for 4.5 seconds with 88 base damage, you get kills very easily. Not to mention it heals Ysera. Leech Seed is one of the best level 1 abilities. It's just crazy good. And also extra good just because of how hard Treant Protector hits. The Tree Punch. Well, MMY now. Him and Lamb. Oh, they got the good first blood start, but they need more than that. And maybe go back to try and kill Winter in this off lane. And he's got this Radiant Observer which can scout them out coming in. Yeah, we'll see Lamb it looks like. And haven't seen MMY do much stacking just yet. He gets a little mini pull off. Only gets the 1 creep. Tethered to this, and I think he just draws the aggro of the rage creep to bring it to him. Did these... What? Are these new models? I have not seen these... Well, not so much of this. More the portraits. As, I do apologize for those of you on Dota TV. If I messed up your Dota TV viewing experience, don't blame me. Well, you can blame me, but... It's not entirely my fault. I didn't mean to. I promise. Valve made me do it. Volvo, please. I'm not sure if that bug still exists, but every now and then when you go into showcase mode, you enter like permanent showcase mode on the Dota TV, but I'm hoping that bug's been fixed.
Haste.
Centaur picks up a haste, and he's actually going to swing towards mid. Mushi should be okay. He need +1 to get this kill, I feel. Centaur alone isn't going to be able to get it, and Centaur actually going to go maybe into the jungle? I haven't seen exactly where he's headed just yet. Okay. But yeah, those are new models. Valve have given some of these neutrals a little sprucing. The spring cleaning patch giving not just the game a bit of a makeover, but some of the neutrals. Alright. I'm going to actually rotate all the way down bottom, and he's not going to find a kill. He's like, okay, I'm the only lockdown. Maybe I'm needed to kill Ice Ice. Ice Ice going back for the Tombstone after the 1-1 build with the Soul Ring and the Soul Rip and Decay level 1 and 2, but now he's going to be maxing Tombstone. Probably by level 7, we see that maxed out. Mushi not having the most fun against Razor, but he is ahead on CS. Doesn't lose that much damage. Statically, level 2 here hasn't actually gone for the full max statically build. 2 points in the plasma field, does have a bottle up, so once you'll be able to use that nuke to help him farm as well and harass. He comes to gank on the mid lane. They need Treant. They've got Treant here. Treant's the key one with the Leech Seed slow. Set up the Hoof Storm. If you get the Hoof Storm to start things off, then you go for the Leech Seed, but imagine Mushi, if he gets this Astral off onto the Centaur, he should be okay. Oh, he's used the Astral. He runs up though. He sees Centaur coming in. Tower going to hit him a couple times. Mushi with a nice rotation. I think the Radiant Observer Ward scouted the fact out. It scouted the center at bottom lane, so... Oh, sorry, the Dire Observer Ward scouts the center out, and Mushi knew roughly where the Centaur was. Which is like, as soon as he uses the Astral, he's like, okay, let's run up. The Centaur is going to be coming from right here. Good map awareness from him. More Astral spam coming out, and this Dire Observer Ward, like, you can see why Ice prioritized getting it up as fast as possible, and now we're going to see a fast T1 tower taken. Lamb getting the last hit, so this will help his case to getting a fast Blink Dagger up. There's another rune going to get taken by Winter. Winter's completely abandoned top lane. He cannot... It's a life stealer. Matches up so well. Burning, rushing the Midas as well. Normally you see the fast phase boots to help zone out your hero in the lane, like phase boots into Midas, but he says, nope. I zoned out this Centaur without the phase boots. I don't need no phase boots to zone him out, so we'll get the Midas first, probably pick up some boots ASAP, and Centaur now showing up. He had phase boots here, he could basically kill Winter under the tower, but yeah, the Midas is just going to accelerate his farm so much. And not like Winter is actually getting much. He shows up just to get like a couple creeps of experience so far. Speaking of Midas, Shock's going to be building one for himself. He's actually taking a lot more harass in this bottom lane. His farm, a good 14 CS behind Lifestealer, burning with 30 denies on top of the 47 CS. He's the B-God for a reason, and there we go. Burning gets his boots up. They went for a nice little double pull here from MMY, so this pulls the wave back. Winter shows up to top thinking, oh, it's pushed out to the tower. I can get some good farm around here and keep the wave here, but nope, you go for another pull. Wave gets pulled back, and DK is going to be denying as much XP and farm from Winter as possible. I don't mind the Weaver rushing the Midas here, but it's coming slower than the Lifestealers. Lifesteal has Midas as well as phase boost practically. It's not like this Weaver is... This Weaver's cutting corners. He's not going for like boost, treads, magic wand, Aquila or anything. He's going straight Midas. All he got was the Bassi ring, which you start with that ring of protection. You want the Bassi ring regardless. So this is really like cutting all the corners to get the fastest Midas possible, and he still gets it much slower than the Lifestealer. Lifestealer, I think, has used his Midas twice already. Yeah, he's used his Midas twice, and Weaver just gets his first Midas usage in the bottom lane, but he's still getting free farm, so he's going to be behind the Lifesteal and farm. Not to mention Lifesteal with Tower Gold. Yeah, we go. 1,300 gold difference in their net worth. That's huge this early on. That's for OD. Midas gaming from DK.
Radiant's top
But I'm going to go for a great TP,
attack.
and there's nothing to really cancel this one. Nice bit of pressure there. Force out the TP. I mean, you're not getting the kill, but it's good to just force out anyways. Meanwhile, top lane Bernie's going for this kill. He wants Winter. Winter's juking and jiving. Oh, the hoof's not going to miss. Burning. Does he go back in? Does he look for this? Doesn't that? Oh, Winter's some nice jukes there around the
Radiant's
trees.
top tower is under attack.
But at the end of the day, Burning's zoning him out. He doesn't mind too much not getting the kill. He's going to see him again soon. The Tranquils help give you that movement speed, extra movement speed to actually get away from those things. Meanwhile, mid lane, Astral's coming out on the Razor. Razor's got the phase boost.
Dire's
He's
bottom
dewarding this
tower
mid
is
warden.
under attack.
That's handy. Burning not going... He's got level 4 rage, but not quite enough to get the kill, I think. He needs a couple... He needs to break the... Well, he's already broken the Tranquil, so yeah, maybe he can come close to the kill with the Orb of Venom. He's always worried about TPs, not to mention living armor. If there was no living armor and no potential dazzle TP grave, I think he goes for this kill. He's more concerned about the tower. Like, tower gold right now over a possible Razor kill, I mean Centaur kill that you probably won't even get. He's just going to keep chipping at the tower, and Winter can't stop this. There's nothing Winter can do to protect this tier 2 tower. Sand King's got his Blink Dagger up, by the way. Man, picked that up. It was like a good 30 seconds ago we bought that one. So like 8.5 minute Blink Dagger from Sand King. That's crazy. He got the tier 1 tower gold. That's where most of that comes from. Not to mention a good amount of farm in the jungle. And they're looking for Winter. And with a Blink Stun, this is a kill.
Not for you.
Winter's got to go in, try and draw the aggro. And uh-oh. Here comes... They haven't gone yet with the Sand King. He's waiting for it. Does Burning turn it? No, he doesn't. MMY and Lamb saying this is not the one we want to go on. Living Armor is healing up this tier 2 tower, so not bad. Seems they're trying to bait him out. Lamb is smoked up. He's just going to go for the Blink Pyro Strike. He gets impatient. He says, yeah, now's the time. Let's get the kill. Winter can't hook stomp. The rage is there
Radiant's
from
top
Burning.
tower is under attack.
Living Armor being annoying, but it does expire now. So DK get their second kill of the game. What's Undying up to this bottom lane? Looks like he's getting heavily harassed. Tranquils, Wand, Stout Shield. Maybe going for a drums now with this Robe of the Magi. Mushi's found an Invis ring. He also goes Midas back up, and tier 2 tower will go down. Burning getting the last hit.
Radiant's
2k
top
gold
tower
on the
has
B-God.
fallen. Dire's middle tower
scary.
is under attack.
That's a really scary amount of farm for him. Mushi as well. By no means under farm, but he's 1300 behind Burning, but he's got a hell of a lot of farm
Dire's
for an
middle
OD.
tower is under attack.
DK are just crushing Orange in farm right now. Weaver's doing well bottom, but the other lanes just don't seem to be doing that well. The Razor's not farming really too nicely here. He's 2k behind the OD and even more, much more behind the Lifestealer. Go keep an eye on Lamb. With this Blink Dagger up, he can set up kills all over the map. You'd love the Wisp to be level 6, so, and this is something that DK don't really have right now, is levels. They're actually not that high a level. Where's Lifestealer going? Infest Bomb? No, he's TP home. Picks up an Armlet. Phase Armlet Midas. 10 minutes, 55 seconds in. That's going to be one of the fastest I've seen. Not so much fast as Armlet. Like, I've seen Armlet, like, Phase Armlet without the Midas, so you can get it a bit faster, but as far as getting these 3 items, I think this is one of the more farmed lifesteals we've ever seen. Burning is just insane. Like, this guy, you give him a free farm lane and he'll make the most of it. He really will. He gets the towers, he gets the kill, and gets complete utter free farm. At this point, I think they need to get... Yeah, Whisper's going to just kind of semi-jungle with the Sand King. At least try and leech the experience. And Lamb going to take the last hits. As MMY already has an urn, so he doesn't actually need too much money right now. Just wants the levels. As for Sand King, he can maybe get his team some Arcane boots. Especially with Undying going Tranquils, they're going to need... I'd say Arcanes on at least one hero. They used an OD. I kind of like the OD plus Undying. There's some nice synergy there, because Undying often has mana problems spamming Decay in the fight. It's got a 4-second cooldown, but 140 damage. It's 130 mana per Decay. Meanwhile, mid lane Mushi's been initiated on me. Can they actually get this kill? Mushi getting close to going down. Doesn't going down. Nice initiation coming in. The Blink Burrow Strike with an infested lifesteal. They take it out too. They're looking for a third. Sharky will survive. Yeah, no poison there. Orb of Venom not fatal, and he's going to survive his way out of there, but he would have much rather saved Razor. Like a grave under the Razor with a TP, but they just died too fast. And that kill on Mushi, not looking like it's worth it right now. And once Lamb has another burst, like this Weaver could be in some trouble as well. This damage output is pretty scary with a burst strike, but they see that Sand King has no mana now. He can pop the stick, and I think he's got the mana for it, so he'll be 45 mana, yet needs 2 more. Alright, he's got a burst strike now. Gets another stick charge as well, but they're not going to get this T1 mid tower for now. It's being healed up by the living armor. Burning's just so massive. 103, 1k gold on top of the armlet now. Oh, they found Shock. Oh, Shock's going for the greedy Midas here. Lamb did use the Burrow Strike already. He's going to run right into Burning, perhaps. Open Wounds is there. They use the offensive Urn Charge. Is this going to be enough? It's going to be close. They need the balls to hit. Extend them. The blink forward. The Sandstorm's there. The living armor may save his life. He's got a couple charges left. Shock's is going to go down to the Wisp. The ball's extended and whack him down. Nice bit of play there from DK, but some very greedy play from your Weaver. He should Kuchi up here just to use his Midas. Go back, man. That's what your Radiant neutrals are for. I guess he wants to leave the stacks for maybe Centaur to get a Blink Dagger up. How's the Centaur Blink Watch doing? Centaur's on 7. Centaur's got like a lane now. Centaur doesn't need that farm, so... What was Weaver thinking? That was crazy. Crazy sauce. Well, another kill going the way of DK. 5 kills too. Not that heavy on the kills right now. I think that's upon him. We'll see if he can survive this one. Is there a relocated coming? There we go. Yeah, it's a relocate in. They've brought in the Sand King as well, and Ice is going to survive this one for now. He's getting low. Will be brought down by the Raze. Actually, the Dazzle getting the last hit. Burning's made an appearance as well. He's actually losing a lot of his bonus damage to the Static Link, and MMY just gets the relocate out. Sand King's still in the fray, though, and he wants the Treant Protector. Treant Protector gets another lead seed off Lamb. Needs the Sandstorm. Doesn't have it, though, and he's going to go down. Nice fight for Orange there. Fighting under the Tombstone almost went poorly for them, but without the mech, Undying just wasn't as scary as he possibly could be, I feel. They needed the mech. They got a nice relocate. I think it was a relocate with the Sand King, or they brought Sand King as well as Lifesteal. It wasn't an Infest, because the Infest is up already.
Radiant's
so
middle tower
not
is
sure
under
exactly
attack.
what went down there, but even with DK bringing 4 heroes to the fight, didn't go as well as they would have liked. First good fight of the game for Orange Esports, I'd say. That Leech Seed just... good spell. It's definitely, I feel, Treant's best spell at the moment. Like, I feel it used to be always picked for the Living Armor, but since the Living Armor nerfs, it feels Treant is super strong just because of that Leech Seed and the right-click damage he offers. Living Armor, great for healing up towers, as we're seeing in this mid lane, just constantly being used here. Overgrowth, good against like your BKB carries and heroes like Lifestealer, but Leech Seed, as far as the making you useful early game, is just amazing. Smoke now coming from DK. They've got the Infested Lifestealer and the Sand King with the Blink Initiation. Picked up a Null Talisman, so possibly just going to be rushing a Veil. No Arcane Boots for him, and oh, Shocks. You be careful. They can even kill off Weaver if they find. If they get the Blink Burrow Strike, they can blow him up with the Infest damage and a couple right clicks. Gets the Shukuchi back to lane. They're pinging this one out. They'll see Weaver soon. There's a Dazzle behind him, so this grave has to be instant, but I think it's a level 1 grave, so the cast range is not very good. Blink Burrow Strike. Shox is dead. They even have the Sentinel for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now T1 tower will fall. Well, looks like it will. I don't see any defense coming out. Living Armor just being used on this mid lane. So they've got this T1 mid back to more or less full HP. Which is nice and useful for Orange Esports. Also got Centaur up to his Blink Dagger. He's nice and low. Just from, I think, yeah, he's using a double edge from these creeps. Gets enough farm to get up to that Blink Dagger, though. It's an important timing for Orange Esports. The problem is it comes at the same time as Ice's mech. And just a lot of other big scary items. OD's got 4 staff. Lifesteal's going to be working on drums. So he actually goes back to the drums after the phase armlets. He just decides he's getting kited a bit too much. Wants the extra mobility and attack speed. Those drum charges pretty damn. Drums is just such a good item. Like, I like drums on Lifestealer especially. And they can't kill Lifestealer. Their lockdown is tree ulti. I guess there's a Centaur Blink Wolf Stomp, but he's got an Infest as well. I just don't see this kill happening. Blink Wolf Stomp there, burning. Great. And yeah, the Overgrowth's going to catch him, but the physical damage, it's not enough. Eyesight's gone in. There's an Epicenter Burrow Strike coming from Lamb. Winter gets kept alive by the Grave. MMY getting low. Meanwhile, 4-staff in from Mushi with the Hammer Drop. Gets off a nice Sandy's Eclipse. He gets 1 kill. I've actually taken 2 kills here. Insidia's going to be the 3rd to fall.
Radiant's middle
Now the
tower
Weaver has
is
to be
under
very
attack.
careful. Lamb's got a Burrow Strike ready, and Oh, they actually may chase down Razor here. Yanking a bit out of range for a Blink Burrow Strike. May just go for the Weaver instead. Weaver, low mana, does have the magic wand. Nice throwing decay from afar. Look at all this bonus strength. He's on 1400 HP. He's gone Blade Mail with the Robe of the Magic. I like the Blade Mail pickup. He says, try and focus me now in these fights.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Razor going to stall this tower push with the living armor. Doesn't legitimately defend this one. It looks like, oh, MMY, nice tether out. Does get hit by the hoof stomp anyways, but he gets healed back up and ready to keep on fighting. Static Link takes a lot of damage, 84 bonus damage for the Razor, so I think DK just back off. They don't really care about the towers. They're winning fights. End of the day, they're winning fights. They're getting farm. Lifesteal is at 9.3k net worth. OD's at 8.5. Undying is more farm than your Weaver. That is not good. No bueno. You give Burning free farm on a Lifesteal, you give Mushi an OD, and you're in for some trouble. But you combine that with everything else going well for DK. The Undying pick as an offlaner here, working out really nicely. And it didn't have a huge impact in the lane stage, but offlaners aren't meant to. They're meant to just get some levels and then have an impact just with their levels. And we're seeing that pretty well so far from Ice sides. So for Winter, he's got his blink, but he wants more. He goes to the top lane. And I think Orange right now just don't want to fight. They're in no position to do so. They're just getting horribly outfarmed. And Lamb shows up top. He's got an infested life stealer, and Winter's going to get out of here and get out of here fast. If he goes for this siege creep, he's dead. Sand King, have mercy. Blink Forest, like the infest comes and Winter's dead. Went for one creep too many. That damn tanky siege creep. Cardi the catapult is too strong. The other scary thing with the Lifestealer plus Wisp is Lifestealer infests someone like Sankey and you have basically a 3-hero relocate. Say if your standard Wisp plus 1, it's Wisp plus 2. Lifestealer infests whoever you're tethered to and you've got 3 heroes showing up for that relocate. So if Mushi's off farming alone and gets ganked, suddenly there's 3 heroes showing up to protect him, not just a Wisp Sanking or a Wisp Lifestealer. I can't wait till Pit Lord gets added. Let's see some 4 to 5 hero relocates. I think Pit Lord, I don't know about my favorite ultimate, but it's up there. Well, I think Meepo ultimate would have to be my favorite ultimate, but Pit Lord probably like top 3. That Pit Lord ultimate is just crazy fun. There's so many strategic things you can do with it. For those of you who don't know, it's kind of like the whatchamacallit, like a mass teleport kind of thing. You can basically TP your entire team. And level 1 and level 2, I think you can only TP to buildings, but level 3 Pit Lord Ultimate, you can TP to units, so you can select a creep. So you can be a hero farming, and suddenly 5 heroes show up at this creep. It's got like a 3-4 second cast time, kind of like the relocate. And it does have a little effect, so you can see it coming, but it's not super noticeable. But Pit Lord's a lot of fun. I don't know what apparently he's called something else in Dota 2. I don't know. I can't remember what he's called. Crypt something or I don't know. I'm gonna call him Pit Lord even when he comes out. I'm like Ben. Whenever Ben's casting, he always calls heroes by their Dota 1 names. I'm like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do that too. You got Nakes. It's the Lifestealer. I call him Nakes, and I still always forget. I still use Skeleton King too much for the Wraith King. What is Pit Lord's new name? I can't remember. Someone will tell me in the Twitch chat, surely. Life's still getting low here in the jungle, but hey, he'll be just fine. He's got his drums, has 3k gold, so Basher could be coming. Abyssal Underlord, that's a terrible name. Please, Volvo. I don't want no Abyssal Underlord. I want Pit Lord. And Pit Lord is from like the Warcraft 3 Blizzard lore, I guess, so there is some problems there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, seems DK just have to play. And the thing is, DK can farm and also fight. Like, they can have 1 or 2 heroes farming and then the relocate in. They can gank using just the Sand King and Fest, and that's what they're doing. They show Ice top, and Sand King's ready to go mid lane. Razor, if you're not careful, will go down. He's got a nice trap that's been lane here.
Top tower
it
is
looks like
under attack.
Lamb not going to take the bait. Maybe going to swing bottom to try and kill Shocks. Shocks on an island here. Seems to be rushing a BKB. There's one in mid. Mushi in some trouble here. Is there anything to save him? Ooh, gets that Yastral off. We need more than this. There's an Epicenter relocate with a Lifestealer inside. The Wombo combo comes out. Mushi's still alive. He 4-stars forward. He wants Sharky. Meanwhile, they will get the kill on the Razor in the end, and the chase is on. Sharky gets caught up by the Tombstone, and he's got no way out. The Burrow Strike comes through. They kill 4. They lose the Wisp for it. I think Lamb pre-casted his Epicenter there, so they relocated him with Epicenter already channeled, and Orange just melted. What a team fight. DK
is under attack.
taking this game by storm. This is just game 1, and they're looking fantastic here. For Orange Esports, that's a bad sign here. Game 1 not going well. They started today off 0-2 already, and could be seeing that 0-3 coming soon. Livestealer picks up an Orchid here. He's going full anti-Weaver. Weaver is going to have a pretty fast BKB, it looks like. I can't imagine this is a Deso later. Like, you go Deso, you're so dead in this game, Shock. You can not go. You've got to go either BKB Linkers or even both just to stay alive. They just don't have the lockdown. They try to kill Mushi, but their only stun is the Centaur Blink Hoof Stomp. The Hoof Stomp wears off, he Astrals himself. You can't do enough damage here. We'll take another look at that. The engagement, or just a bit of a post-engagement here. Oh, we missed a Tree and Protector kill, but that's just a Tree and Protector, but... Here we go. Sand King shows up with the Epicenter, and the Veil gets used like after they're already dead. That helps kill off the Razor, and then they finish off the Sharky next on the Dazzle. It's Sharky's birthday today, and they're not showing him any niceties. Would have thought maybe it's like, okay, it's your birthday, Sharky. We'll give you a free escape or two. But nope. Sharky actually had like a birthday cake and everything brought out at the start of things there, not me. Wow, Weaver died. That's your Orchid. Sand King lifesteal with the Orchid. They get the kill on the Weaver there. There's a bottom tier 2 town now being pressed. Insidious has gone invis here. Have they got protection for this? They drop a sentry. Oh, Insidious. You can't overgrowth out of this.
Radiant's bottom
one more right click. Wow, oh, almost survives it. Undying gets the kill in the end. Another Astral coming out. This could be bad. Oh, Orange. This hero is done for. Double kill for your Undying. Ice. Playing a hell of a game, and GG is called. There's no way back for Orange Esports here. DK, take game 1 of this 2-game series.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Oh boy, oh boy. The birthday boy Sharky not getting much mercy today.
DK victory.
But hey, the DK victory. As, we are going to be seeing Orange Esports now 0-3 for today. It's definitely a much tougher day. Yesterday was tough as well. Yesterday, Hyper Glory team, not a weak team by any means, but it was more like IG were playing pretty poor Dota, and HGT have just been very inconsistent in general. So I think today is a bit tougher. DT Club are looking so solid in general. DK, the best team in China, and then you round things off with LGD, who are on a bit of an upswing as well. So it's a very tough day for Orange Esports. They've got all their matches taking place, and you can see here Winter giving his team a bit of a lecture of some of the stuff that went wrong in that game. I don't think he's too thrilled about it. I think as much as he can say what went wrong in that game, I think a lot goes back to the draft. They did not have any lockdown beyond the Centaur. Centaur was their only stun. They picked this Treant plus Dazzle, and there was no real clear direction with the supports. The Razor pick didn't even win mid lane. Like, you pick Razor against OD, you're expecting Razor to win that lane. Didn't happen. Lifestealer got free farm and more. OD got free farm mid against the Razor. It was just disaster from start to finish. The first blood should not have happened, and that's where Razor lost mid lane. Should not have given up that level 1 first blood to the Invis Sand King. They saw him pick up the Invis, but in the end, DK take game 1, guys. We're going to have a quick break. When we come back, game 2 will be coming up. I'll have Slesh joining me unless he's disappeared, which I'm hoping he hasn't. So stay tuned, guys. I'll have Slesh joining me for the Codecast. Orange vs DK, game 2 coming up soon.